Hello, it's time for this week's Tarot Love Letter, and it is November 4th as I'm filming this, the day before the US presidential election. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's happening. All right, we've got some interesting cards, so let's close our eyes and take a deep breath. All right. Try not to read too much into this, depending on when you're watching this, because at some point we may know that, wherever this comes up for you, you may be watching it before or after we have results from the election. So I would say, A, don't try to read too much into this as who is going to win. I think this is more about how we proceed no matter what and no matter who wins. But also, of course, it may apply to your actual personal life where we have, very real things happening as well that are much closer to home. And I say that literally. All right, we're going to start with the tarot cards. We've got the Five of Swords. This is the feeling of the election. It is not pretty. It is, there's some nasty stuff being said, and there's nasty feelings between people. There's this, winners versus, like win or lose, not any sort of collaboration. It's the opposite feeling. It's a conflict in which, this person in the front could be a bully. It could be someone who's just under a lot of pressure, and out of that pressure, they are not very nice. It could be the energy of competition, of again, like just kind of a cutthroat vibe of like, it's me against the world. So hopefully that will end pretty soon as far as us getting through this election period. And of course, again, if there's something like this going on in your life, also applicable. Then we have the Judgment card. This makes me take a deep sigh of relief because I really enjoy the Judgment card. It is not an easy card, but it's definitely breaking free of some old limitations. It's breaking free of something. I always think about it as a liberation card, as feeling free, as us rising above, of transcending maybe a period of where we're feeling very competitive or on edge, or sort of like, watching our backs and being a little even paranoid. But this is the answer of like, oh my gosh, I can breathe again. I feel like everything, it's not everybody against me, or not everyone against each other. Like we're all rising up, transcending this period of time, and going beyond just this binary, dualistic view of it's me, or it's them, or it's us, othering people. Hopefully this is what this means. But it might take us a while to get through that limitation breaking phase. Seven of Pentacles is really about patience. It's about keeping things watered, keeping them nurtured. If we need to pivot, it's a time to kind of think about things. Where do I want to head from here? If something is not working out the way I wanted it to, or it just needs a little more time and nurturing. And I really think that is the Judgment part. I think it's just like this takes a little while to transcend all of the kind of nervous system, what competition and urgency does to our nervous system. I think it's just Judgment saying like, we're going to come out of it, but we got to give ourselves time. We got to nurture ourselves. We got to nurture each other. Just water the garden. You can't really pick from it yet. It's not harvest time. It's just a time it's the serenity prayer. It's patience. It's letting things unfold. It's reminding ourselves that time is sometimes the best and most magic ingredient of just letting things happen. Finally, from Roots and Wings Oracle deck by Kat Riles, we have Bound and Manifestation. And I'm going to start from manifestation, actually. What is clear and true is ready to be made visible. This could be the fact that, of course, again, once the election is over, we might have a more of an idea of what's clear and true, okay? How the results. But some of us may not be ready to accept them. Bound is a self-limitations and placing those on ourselves. And the advice in the card and the guidebook is to, let it go. Maybe even rise above it. And to be able to acknowledge whatever happens this week, it is clear, it is true, it is going to be made visible, and we don't have to hold back anymore. the second we start to accept things, the more time will allow the rest of this entire saga, known as our lives, collectively, individually, to unfold. So patience, an ability to rise above this feeling of competitiveness and urgency. You know what? Let's take off these bindings. It's not helping us in any way, so that we can embrace what's clear and true and real. Have a wonderful week. You can go to amberambrose.com to book a private reading, or you can come see me for Tarot Bingo on Wednesday at Star Sailor in Houston, Texas. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, wait, the most important part of this. Don't forget that you are loved, you are supported, and you are always and forever worthy.